And remember, mute just so we can stay on the one screen. You can have me big or small. You can mute me if you get tired of hearing me. I'll let you guys talk as we go as well to ask your questions. All right, team. So season 15 of the K2Fit Challenge. First of all, I want to absolutely welcome you and thank you so much for jumping into the challenge. So can everyone be like, yeah, welcome to the K2Fit Challenge? Like, yeah, here we go, 10 weeks to your ultimate you. We've been doing this for the last 10 years now. We're coming into our 10th year. So this is something that started very organically as I've been a coach for 20 years. I was doing personal training, then doing boot camps, and we started coaching online in a very organic way because my clients were coming to my boot camps 2 or 3 times a week. And they're like, Coach Kara, when I don't see you, like, what do I do? And I was like, well, go to the gym. And not everyone knows how to just go to the gym or what's effective and how to do it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to give these guys a 30-day plan. And as long as you follow exactly what I say for the 30 days, it's not so strict now, guys, don't worry. There's some leeway now. But follow my plan for 30 days, the meal plan, the recipes, the workouts, and just do exactly what I say. And then, you know, you're going to see results. And everyone was totally on board for it. It was a leap of faith because I did it. And thank you guys for paying me now, because feeding my kids and having a house is really, really good. But at first I gave it for them for free because I didn't know what was happening with online coaching. It wasn't really a thing back then, but I wanted my clients to see results. Like, I got into coaching because I want to help like a ton of people to feel their ultimate you, feel their ultimate best. So I gave it to them for free, and I kind of was like, oh my gosh, I hope they still come to my boot camps. You know, I hope they still want my coaching and stuff. But like I said, I just wanted them to get results. All of them did. There was about 30 people on that program. Everybody saw massive change, and this was just 30 days. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a thing. Like, they followed my programs and everyone got results. And now people are asking around Guangzhou, where I was from at the time, all around China. And we came up with the K2Fit Challenge. So that's why we were all here and how we got to our 10 weeks. The reason it's 10 weeks, and thank you for coming on board for 10 weeks and trusting in the process, because this is where you can make massive change. 30 days is great, but it's a short amount of time. 4 weeks is too short. 10 weeks is kind of the perfect amount to get into new patterns, new behaviors, get used to the training, get used to the meal planning, and really get into an amazing groove and see that change from beginning to end. So 70 days, you guys are going to smash it. I'm going to give you everything you need to hit your goals, and we're going to help you every step of the way. And when I say we, I have a team behind me. It's not just me. I definitely do not want to take all the credit, because it can't just be me. We have hundreds of people on the challenge. And so I have my team, Coach Kriegy. Can you give us a wave, Coach Kriegy? Her name is actually Christy, but we call her Kriegy because in K2Fit, lots of nicknames come out. You may get one if you're very lucky. So she's Coach Kriegy. I'm actually going to pass over to you for a second, Coach Kriegy. Do you want to say a few words of who you are and what you do in K2Fit?
Okay, let me do that now thing. Okay, can everyone hear me? Sorry, because our computers are so close, it's very echoey. Firstly, thank you so much for joining in the challenge and trusting in us. It's great to see. Well, I know everyone by name because I do the back end of K2Fit. So it's great to put some faces to those new names. So basically I've been with K2Fit, well, this is my 15th season. So I was one of the first boot campers that got the 30-day program, and it was very strict. And I did say, what are we doing? Joining a nunnery. So thankfully it's got a little bit more relaxed, where, you know, we have relaxed our rules and everything. And it's become this great product that is the 10-week challenge. But if anyone has any tech issues or trying to get into their profile, not receiving emails or anything like that, or just any questions about that, then reach out to me. I think everyone should have my WeChat, but yeah, just email me or reach out on WeChat and I'll help get you sorted with to make sure you get all the information, because even though we have the teams and everything, a lot of stuff will be sent out by email. So it's quite important that you are receiving these. So yeah, I'm also known as the hamster on the wheel. So I'll be getting all that stuff to you as quickly as possible. So yeah, thank you again for joining. I got to do my thing and mute.
Beautiful. Thank you, Coach Kriege. Really appreciate it. I'm also going to introduce our head of K2Fit Yoga, Sloga, which is a part of how the challenge works, and our head of business development, Coach Elizabeth. Would you like to say a few words, please?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm also very, very happy to be here with as you joining the program, and what I did at that time was basically only yoga and meditation, and I knew that I had to do some other workouts to be happy with my body and feel strong. So it started like that, and I got amazing results from combining strength training with yoga and flexibility training. So what I'm doing, what you will see in this season is some of my stretching and yoga programs, some breath work as well, as I'm a breath work coach. Also, I love to try to get this in a little bit. I'm sure we will chat during the 10 weeks.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Elizabeth. Really appreciate it. Coach Elizabeth came on board. So my background, just real quick before get into Q&A, guys. I was a natural bodybuilder for 8 years. So my expertise is on how to transform the body. Like that's what I do. And with that comes the strength training and the programs that you're going to receive tomorrow. They're so good, guys. I hope you really, really enjoy them. And if you don't, well, tell me and I'll help you, but let's hope you do. But they're designed in a specific way because I work on body transformation. But a lot of what I wasn't doing was stretching, yoga, the things that we need to do to help recover better. So now Coach Elizabeth brings a yoga stretching element to K2Fit, which is called Sloga, which is really fun as well. All right, team. One more quick intro. I won't ask to speak, but could we, in K2Fit, we have team captains all around the world, and I see a few of them here. Could our team captains just give a nice, like a big wave or like, so we know who you guys are. We got Captain Robin, we got Captain Kristen, I see Captain Fiona, Captain Panda. Where are the babies, Captain Panda? You know you have to bring the twins on when you turn the camera on. Captain Stephanie, Captain Malin is here as well. So we have some captains here that are here to support you on your journey as well. This is one of the big things about K2Fit. This is the last thing I'll tell, and then, well, I'm going to tell a lot, guys, but I want you to ask questions as well. I have a list of questions that I've received, but you guys are here, and I want to talk directly to you as well. But the reason that we have teams and team captains around the world is that as we went from 30 people to 300 to 500, depending on the challenge, it's, of course, we need leaders in our community that work closely with us, the coaching team, and know exactly how to communicate to you, get you the information that you need, and take care of you in this journey of 10 weeks. And we also found that it was much more supportive and much more interactive, motivating to be in a team that's 20 to 30 people, like small, I don't know what I'm doing, a group in your phone, small, 20 to 30 people, then 300 people. Because in a group of 300, who's been in a group of 300 people and you see only about 10 of them talk? Right? So what happens with 20 to 30 people when you have a mini coach, a mini captain of K2Fit, is you can be much more interactive and supportive to each other. And with that said, the reason that's so important is so you get results. Honestly, it's for your accountability, it's for your motivation, it's to keep you on track for these next 10 weeks. So your captain is your fearless leader. The coaching team is also your leaders, but we want to make sure that you get results. So please do reach out to your team captain. Then if you need anything, of course, coaching and the coaching team, we are here as well, but your team captain has you covered. If you don't have a team captain yet, message me directly, okay? Because I'm happy to set you up with one in your area. So with that said, any questions on the teams, how they work, anything you'd like to ask about that? Not specifically to that. Okay, cool. All right. If you have any questions on it later, let me know. Do you have any questions, you guys, right now? You can just raise your hand like this or in the chat. Also, you could just ask in the chat also, you guys, if you don't want to talk. Oh, you guys, you're so sweet. You're like, no, I'm just ready. Ready to go, coach. Don't worry, I can talk forever. I'll tell you I'll go through all the questions. And then, okay, so I'll start with the questions that I've been asked in PM. And if something triggers, put it in the chat or raise your hand. That sound good? Everyone okay with that? Sweet. All right, let's go. Here we go. Why do I have to take photos, coach? Oh my God, why are you making me do this? Because I love you and I want you to see your success and see the changes that you're going to see in 70 days. Honestly, the mirror is the worst teller. I'm writing a book. Actually, I just finished my book, but I'm not great with grammar. The mirror is the worst teller ever of how you're doing. Because the thing is we wake up every morning, we see ourselves in the mirror every day, whether it's like it doesn't matter what time, you see yourself in the mirror every single day. Your body is going to shift day to day, but you're not going to see these micro changes that are happening that lead up to the massive changes that you're going to see from week 1 to week 10. The amount of times, and I feel, honestly, guys, I feel so lucky, and I have to like second what Christy said. Thank you so much for trusting in K2Fit, for being your fitness go-to. I feel genuinely super lucky to have you guys on board. There's so many other fitness platforms that you could choose from. I'm so very, very thankful. And with that said, I want to talk about how photos started. It was because it's for you. It's the competition of the K2Fit challenge. It's just the icing on the cake, really. Me as a coach, I want you to see the change that you will in the next 10 weeks. And the only way to do that is by photos and measurements. And when we first started, like the Ultimate U1 challenge, oh my gosh, the question, people were like, who's gonna see my photos, coach? Why am I giving these you? I'm like, just trust me, I got you. Like, I'm not giving these out, don't worry. But when people got to week 10, there was a couple people that said, coach, I'm not gonna put in my photos. And I was like, why? And it was really because they honestly thought that they didn't do well in the challenge. They thought, I missed a workout in week 2 and I slacked off a little bit in week 6, and I had a birthday party at week 7, so I had chocolate cake, and I did all these, things that I wasn't like perfect on the challenge. I just don't think I did much or changed. And I talked to them specifically, directly, to make sure that they did their photos and asked them to just trust in the process. And once they did, they saw that change. And was very, very, very telling, that the fact that they could now take the photos at the end and actually see, oh my gosh, look what I did. But in the mirror, they didn't believe they did anything. So I'm not going to harp on it too much. You can ask me any questions you want about photos and measurements. Do them. If you don't want to put them in for the competition, that's okay. Just keep them for you for now, but do them, because it will help you progress in these 10 weeks and the next and the next and the next, whether you're with K2Fit or not. It's going to help you. Does anyone have any questions about that? No specific? Okay. Lastly, about photos and measurements, you will see my marketing and like showing photos and measurements. These are all people that gave me permission, okay? Or that won the challenge. Of course, we share the winners of the challenge. So you will never see, if you give me your photos, you upload them at K2Fit.com, right, into your profile. We're not going to take those and just put them on the internet. They're private. They're absolutely private. We will never, ever, ever show these without your consent. I hope that, is everyone going to take photos and measurements now? Do this, guys. Yes, yes, you are. Good. All right, team. Programs, they're coming out tomorrow. You choose home or gym. Okay. So Coach Kriege is just sent in the chat to fill out the form if you have not already. We need to know if you're going to the gym with barbells, cables, machines, press, Smith machines, dumbbells, body weight, etc. Or if you're just going to be at home using your body weight and a set of dumbbells. So you choose between those two. You can upgrade and get both, which means you get 10 weeks of home programs and 10 weeks of gym programs. It's super cheap to upgrade. So if you want both, do it, because it means that if you're looking at workout 1 and you go to the gym, you're like, okay, I can use my gym program, but tomorrow I only have 30 minutes. I'm going to use workout 2. I'm going to use the home program. They're very interchangeable. So the workout 1 of home and gym are very interchangeable. So you can just keep going nice and smoothly through the program. So if that's an option or you would like that, let us know. But either way, just make sure you choose gym or at home. And then there's 3 different levels: level 1, 2, and advanced. If you train at the gym right now, or have been, not the gym, just train in general for the last 4 to 5 months, 6 months, 4 days a week or so, you're advanced. If you haven't, then I would choose level 1, 2, because you can interchange between both of those. I'm going to look at the chat, guys, but does anyone have any questions? Okay, Lieving, your gym is opening next month. Okay, good point. Okay, so right now, if your gym is not open and you want, so you're going to get home programs, but then all of a sudden your gym opens and you're like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the gym. You have one option during the challenge to change to the other program, like change from gym to home. So if you want to start out at home programs and then switch, just let us know. Okay. Hope that helps, Leaving. Any other questions about the programming, how it works? Actually, I'm just going to add, because you might want to know this. At first, you're going to see in week 1 and 2, you're going to have 4 days of strength workouts. Okay. You do not have to do all 4 days, okay? Ideally, you would, but if you're brand new to training and that seems like a lot for you right now, then you can try for 3 days first, okay? But 4 days you will see, and they're split up in different muscle groups. So that way, from each workout to the next, you have time to recover and repair. And then you'll be set up for the next day. It's not like we're smashing the same muscles, the same, or back to back. So you'll be sore forever. You won't be. Well, maybe week 1, you'll probably be sore a bit, guys. I'm just looking at the chat too. 1 sec, sorry. Can we also change to level 3 if we realize level 2 is easy? Yes. Yeah, so you can change one time. If week 1 and 2, you're like, nah, that's too easy, coach. Yeah, I want to change to advanced. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. What time do you suggest to do workout daily? Honestly, whenever you can. There's no perfect magic formula about when you can work out, when it's going to be the most benefit, when it's going to burn more fat or burn more calories. As much as the fitness industry and people want to tell you like you have to do it in the morning and that's the best beneficial time or whatever you've heard, honestly, it's just getting it done whenever works for you. And if you can get it done the same time of day to make it a routine, to make it a behavior, to make it a pattern, for you, it's going to be much easier for you to sustain for 10 weeks. With that said, if you can work out 7 a.m. one day and the next day you're like, oh crap, I got meetings all day, I can't work out till 3, work out at 3. Do you know what I mean? Just find that time for you and take that time for you. Remember, this is your journey. This is about you taking self-care and putting yourself first for 30 minutes up to an hour, depending on your timeline, what you have. And then just looking at the chat again, guys, but please do ask questions. Yeah, some of your friends do it before bed. Yes, that's totally fine. I can't work out before bed. I'd be up all night. I wouldn't be able to sleep. My adrenaline would be pumping, my heart rate. I feel like thinking totally, but if that works for them, that's cool. All right, team, any other questions on programs? Just looking around. Cool. Okay, cool. I had a question. I'm a vegetarian. Can I still do the challenge? Absolutely. We give 2 meal plans. One is plant-based, one is not plant-based. So you can mix and match between them. It's a guideline that shows you the structure of your day, but of course everybody's different. Some people eat breakfast at 7 a.m. Some people eat breakfast at 10 a.m. So you'll be able to adjust based on your schedule. But yes, so there's non-plant-based plan and one plant-based plan, okay? And the recipes will also be this. So you're gonna see some recipes. If you're vegetarian or vegan and you see a recipe with chicken, don't use chicken. Just use a different protein. So we'll talk about how to do that, but in the shopping list, you're gonna see a lot of examples of awesome proteins, awesome veggies to use, your whole like you're gonna see all that stuff. So you can interchange. It's not detrimental to the recipe or to your results. But if there's something that you have a question about, of course, just ask. That's what I'm for. That's what coaching team's for. That's what the team captains are for, to support you in your journey. If anything's confusing, just let us know. With that said, questions about, I'm looking at the chat. What exercise to do at home? What do you mean, Christina? Can you elaborate on your question? Do you mean, are you there? Where are you? Where's Christina? Oh, you're there. Christina, can you elaborate on your question? I'll just ask these guys. Is there any questions on meal plan? Because I just kind of like touched on it, but you got it in your email yesterday, right? Yes. Hamster on the wheel? Yep. Yes. Okay. Did everyone get their meal plans? Can we just get a thumbs up or a yes? Okay, cool. Awesome. Looks like
Christine's email's bounced. I'll talk to her.
Oh, Christina, it looks like your email has bounced in our system. We've got Coach Kriggy checking it out. So she's going to message you directly to make sure you get in the system, and then you'll get everything. And for the exercises that you do, so the workouts, I'll just kind of go on with what Nathan said. Good job, Nathan. Yeah, you're going to get a PDF that shows you the workouts and shows you exactly what to do. Like it will say exercise 1, you're going to do this many times for this long. Exercise 2, 3, 4, and you're going to have photos of me doing the beginning of the movement and the end of the movement, and we're going to send you videos as well. Okay, so it's going to be so clear once you get them, and they're coming out tomorrow. So Ginny, you said, I saw 5 small meals, but is best, but 2 bigger meals work for me. Is that okay? Yes, absolutely. For sure. And we can talk about that more as we go in the challenge. We're going to also teach about how to balance your macros. So this guideline that you have right now is it's showing a good balance between your proteins, your fats, and your carbohydrates, how to balance those out. But we're going to talk about it more as we go. But if that works for you, yes, absolutely. There's no right or wrong way to eat, actually. There's what we put in our body. Is it fueling us? Is it helping our goals, or is it hindering our goals? And that's what we're going to look at as we move forward. Cool, good cue. Any other questions on that, guys? Not so far? Okay, sweet. Does it look like I have a green screen on, by the way? I feel like it's like a background green screen. Do I have to follow all your workout routines? Do you have to follow my workouts? Well, if you want the best results, yeah, I've been doing this for like 20 years. So yes, please, as best as you can, follow the routine, okay? So like I said, there's 4 days at week 1 and 2 to start. We're going to add Weekend Warriors and Sloga in later, but don't get bogged down with the information right now. Just focus on the plans that I give you. You're going to follow exercises, for example, 1 to 8. And I want you to follow them in order. If for some reason you cannot do exercise 6, remember, I'm just throwing out numbers here, team. If you can't do an exercise 6 and you're like, my knee hurts when I do this, put it in the chat, put it to your captain, and let us know that you guys need some like adjustment or it's not working for you. But yes, ideally you're following my workout programs because they're designed exactly from week 1 to week 10 to get you the best results. Okay. With that said, we are all different humans. We have all different movement patterns. We have all different things that we need to accommodate for. I have a bung knee. It's really annoying sometimes and I can't do certain things and I adjust. And we can do the same for you. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. Cool. So yeah, the quick answer is yes, follow my workouts. Please. Thanks for trusting me. I got this. I promise. You got this. What sort of results can I expect? This varies from person to person, of course. Generally, people who are on a weight loss journey and aiming for high weight loss will range from between 10 kilos to 20 kilos in the 10-week challenge. But if you only are working on like, I just want to like shape up, tone up, you know, like you can lose between 2 to, so there's different like categories and how we like specify how you want to, if you want to compete in the challenge, but you can tone up and lose anywhere from 1 kilo to 20 kilos. It just depends on you. And it depends on your output and your goals also. So in the K2Fit challenge, like Krigi said before, at first we were very, I'll stop saying it, strict. Okay. So it meant that I said, don't eat sugar, don't eat salt, don't eat sauce, don't drink, don't do all these things. And Christy's like, oh my God, nobody's going to join this thing. Like, seriously, how are we going to manage like to have people on the challenge, like 10 weeks of nothing? So we of course adjusted, and we have this rule called the 80-20 rule. So if you focus on eating healthy 80% of the time, 80% of what you put in your body, and 20% leeway, 20% fun. Hopefully our recipes are fun, even though they're healthy. But you give that leeway, you're much more successful in your long-term results, long-term goals. But if your leeway goes like 50-50 and you're eating crap 50% of the time, but you're still doing the workouts, Of course, your results aren't going to be as good as if you're still doing the workouts, but eating healthy 80 to 100% of the time, you know? So it's really up to you. My most important thing about this though, team, is I want you to make it through to the end. I want you to make it 10 weeks and do your absolute best in 10 weeks. So if that means that you have a birthday party at week 3 and you have cake, and then you feel bad about it and you quit, don't do that. Like, it's just a piece of cake. It's okay, right? You don't have to be perfect on these 10 weeks. But with the results, of course, it just depends on your personal journey, how hard you push, what, you know, how you're sleeping, how you're eating, all these things come into effect and yeah, can help or hinder. Any questions about that, team?
Maria's got a good question.
I've got a question in the chat, please.
Any alcohol?
Any alcohol during the 10 weeks? Yes, Maria, we're gonna party every weekend together. No, okay. Yes, you can have alcohol. We will talk about it and how to manage it, but of course, I mean, everything really is in moderation, but this is the thing. I don't want you getting in the challenge and being, I mean, unless you're like an elite athlete that wants to get on stage that, you know, needs to cut everything out completely. We really at K2Fit want to teach you how to live a sustainable life and hit your goals. So with that said, most, not all, a lot of people like to have a drink and Friday night or happy hour or something like that, or on the weekend. You know, I don't know your habits, but alcohol isn't a no-go. It's a be smart about it and choose wisely. I now live in Bali. If I had, what's that drink? What's it called? The coconut one. Pina colada. If I had a pina colada every day, oh my God, it'd be a whale. You know, like it'd be like super huge because I'd gain so much weight because it's so many calories. So when you're drinking, you know, alcohol, it's about being smart about what you're drinking, how much you're drinking. Okay.
Helen asked about meal replacement shakes.
Meal replacement shakes or bars, anything like that. If it fits within your macronutrients in your calories of the day, that's absolutely fine, but I would not change a whole food, a meal for a shake that tells you you're going to get everything instead. But like a protein shake as a protein supplement or something like that, absolutely. And like in the meal plan, actually, you'll see like protein bar or energy ball and stuff like that as like snacks, but it's not to replace a meal. In the booklet, I also went through TDEE. I want you to do that. I know it's a little bit of maths, but it takes like 30 seconds. Like it's not a long thing to do, but that will tell you how many calories you have allotted to you in a day and help you balance. So if you want to add in like a shake or a protein bar or things like that, it's totally cool. Alan, if you have any more specific about that, let me know. Joe asked, Kara, is it possible to lose 18 kilos in 70 days? And if so, how to achieve it? Yes. So our biggest weight loss champion lost 22.8 kilos, like almost 23 kilos in the 10 weeks. With that said, he was very strict with his plan. I think he only drank once per week, like on a Friday night, but he like super limited, and he followed the meal plan exactly, and he followed the programs exactly. So not to say you can't do it other ways, but you should be pretty strict with it, because that's a big weight loss in a 70-day period, but it is very doable. And Joe, later, I'd love to hear from you personally, like what you've done in the past and like workouts and stuff, so I can help you get as close, if not to achieve that. Okay. And Joe, you're asking then beer or wine suggested. Wine over beer, absolutely. spirits with light, like soda water, for example, which is very, very boring. So what I like to do when I want to have a drink is do something like vodka with soda and a dash of tonic, for example, because I think people get confused that vodka tonic or gin tonic or any, like any Coke, like any of these high calorie, high sugar fillers is really where you go super, super wrong, or can add a lot of calories to your day, which can add up. If you start, again, I don't know your habits, guys, and it's totally no judgment, but if you start drinking on a Friday afternoon and then you have drinks on Saturday night with your buddies and have Sunday Avo drinks as well, you can understand that those accumulate to a lot of calories over a weekend, right? So we want to look at actually what you're putting in, not just that we know that alcohol is not really our body's friend, right? But just in a weight loss, because remember, I'm talking about transformation. So in transformation, body transformation, it's about watching your calories and watching your intake and making sure that you're in a calorie deficit if you're trying to lose body fat or trying to lose weight measurements and get leaner. Dominic, you've answered. Okay, cool. Christy's got you covered. That's Craigie. If I call her Christy, sometimes she gets offended because she thinks she's in trouble. Remember when you were a kid and your mom called out, Kara Christine? I'd be like, oh God, what did I do wrong? If they say the two names, you're screwed. All right, team, any questions on, I'll stop rambling, any questions on results, alcohol, anything triggered there? Nope. How do I work out when I'm traveling is the next one I got. So when you're traveling, take bands with you if you can, okay? Because there'll be some bands workouts that will randomly, send, but every weekend on Friday, every single Friday, I'm gonna give you an extra bonus workout that's called the Weekend Warrior. Okay, so the Weekend Warrior is a workout that you can do anywhere, anytime with no weights, no, like nothing. Oh, there's a baby on the screen. Yay, sorry, I'm gonna get distracted. So when you get your Weekend Warrior, if you're tired from all your training before of the week, you don't have to do the Weekend Warrior. This is a bonus workout, okay? But it's generally like full body or abs focused. There's some sort of thing that I want you to do extra over the weekend. So if you can do it, it's usually at first is about a 10-minute workout, but 10 to 20 minutes on the weekend. And we encourage you very much to get together with your family, friends, and do this, together on the beach, together in the park, together at home, whatever. So if you're traveling, you can utilize these Weekend Warrior workouts as well to help you out. Ideally, you get a hotel or villa or somewhere near a gym that you can manage it in your day. Just saying. Whenever I travel, basically right next to the gym or a hotel at the gym. Try to make it a priority that if you're gone for 7-10 days, that you're not just stopping working out, right? We want to make sure you're still maintaining and getting to your goals. Any questions on that, team? I can't tell if that's K2-1 or K2-2, the baby. I'm not sure. Is it K2-1? Okay, cool. Sweet. Oh, team, I'm through my list.
Do you have a list of equipment that we need for home workouts?
Oh, where's that? List of equipment.
Maria.
Okay, cool. The only thing you need for home workouts, but with that said, I want you to get a variety, is dumbbells. That's really the only thing that you need. But the thing is there's going to be movements that you can do and that you only can do like 4 kilos, for example. I don't talk in pounds, but we'll just go with kilos. So 4 kilos, for example, but you might see the next movement that is a compound movement where your body is much stronger and you can use up to like 10 kilos. So depending on your experience and your level, if you want me to break it down, like let me know. But I would love you to have at least 3 sets of dumbbells. So if I'm just going to use 4, 6, and 10, for example, 4 kilos, 6 kilos, and 10 kilos, because there's going to be some heavy moves that you can use 10 kilos. Absolutely no problem. And then there's going to be some moves that you're going to pick up a 4 kilo and be like, oh my gosh, this is enough. So have that range of dumbbells. Invest in it. You won't regret it. Your results will skyrocket. If you only have a set of 2 kilos, for example, like small weights or whatever, you're not challenging the body enough to make the changes that it needs to get to next level. Does that make sense? Or any questions on that, team? Looking at the chat while you guys think of anything. Ginny, I saw K2Fit app on Google. Is it live? What? I might have to sue someone. Who? Where? What? Send it to me, buddy. I want to see. I will fly to them right now. No, but no, that's not it. That's not us. That's not us. One of the things, actually, I'll just touch on that real quick. We aren't an app specifically because we want to connect with our clients. That's purely, we've been asked over and over again from our developers, from our business partners, how about an app? How about an app? How about an app? Maybe later, maybe if our opinion changes, we change and we grow and we have different things that we think about. But the apps, they're great, but you're on your own journey with an app. You don't talk to me, you don't talk to Coach Krigi, you don't have a captain. The community is far and wide, but not connected, which is why, again, we have teams that we put you in with 30 people that you get to know, love, or like, trust, that you can confide in, that will help motivate you, that will keep you accountable. An app, sells at $4.99 per month or whatever and has 10,000 people, and good on them, great business plan. I just never got into coaching. Like, honestly, guys, I never got into coaching because I was like, oh, I think coaching is going to make me millions of dollars. I mean, I hope it does. Like, and honestly, then you guys can all come to my retreat in Gilly and that would be great. But that's not why I got into coaching. I got into coaching because I love people and I love seeing their smiles on their face when they achieve their goals. And it makes me feel so good. Like, it just makes me feel good. So I'm selfish. I actually want you guys in the K2Fit program so I can feel good. You guys hit your results and I feel good, but I hope you guys feel good with that as well. But that's why we don't have an app, because we find it very important to us as coaches and team captains to be connected to our peeps. You guys. Ginny, your captain's on here actually, I think. Are you on? Well, maybe not.
No.
Is she there? No, she's not actually. Time zone difference.
Was
there a question? Oh, sorry, Joe. I see now. This is a great question. It's a hard one to say what's better or not, because throughout the K2Fit challenge, we've had a ton of champions of winners that have done the home program, and a lot of them have lost 10 to the 15 kilos on home programs. So yes, they absolutely work. They are amazing. But with that said, if you have access to a gym, you do have a little bit more variety in the fact that you can use things like cables, barbells, and these kind of things. It doesn't mean it's better. It really doesn't. They're both great. I mean, they're all great programs. There's 6 different programs on each. I can't remember. But they're all great programs designed specifically to get you results. So I wouldn't say one's better or the other. The one thing I will say is that with home programs, there is a little bit more high impact, because we do things like running on the spot or jumps or, up and down, kind of movements, because we can't utilize a machine. So if you have mobility issues or knee issues, sometimes we need to modify, which is, again, we can do that. Your team captain will help you and guide you in that. But if you have any restrictions on your movement, the gym program actually is a little bit more lenient for that, I guess I would say. Yeah. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions, follow-up question, Joe? Okay, thanks a lot. You're welcome, mate. And again, do message me after and let me know your previous experience so I can follow up, okay? Team, do we have any other questions? This has been, well, awesome, but I've done all the talking. So I don't know if it's awesome for you guys at all, but you're still here, so it can't be that bad. Guys, honestly, like this is going to be such a good journey. The only thing that I want you to remember is if you struggle at all, if you have any missteps, if you find a bump in the road, if you feel down, if you need anything, don't just fall off the program. Don't let yourself get into a slump. Reach out. If it's not to your team captain, you can reach out to me. If it's not to me, Coach Kriegi, Coach Elizabeth, anyone that you feel connected to or that you feel like I just need somebody to talk to right now. It's 70 days. It's not a super long time, but I understand that we go through ups and downs. With that said, if you haven't seen my TEDx talk, has everyone seen my TEDx talk? Yes, I've seen it a few times. Sometimes I have to watch it again to remind myself to be kind to myself. Please go watch my TEDx talk if you have not seen it yet. I think it's pretty good. I think it has a lot of lessons that can help you along your fitness journey. And one of the big ones that I'll just talk about for a second here is this is not an all or nothing journey, which is why we don't say you can't have sugar, you can't have salt, you can't have alcohol, and put all these restrictions on you in this challenge to make it like super hard. And if you fail, then you feel, horrible about yourself because you didn't do exactly the exact thing. It really is your journey and it really is your process. Okay. So we all, every single person here around the world, we all have bumps in the road. It's about how we move forward and how we move past those and how we get around those and how we just be kind to ourselves and allow ourselves some leeway to mess up sometimes. We're human. We're not robots. We're human. It's all good. So yeah, last and final, please do remember, we are not apps. The captains are not apps. I'm not an app. When you reach out to us, we are humans that love, support, and will communicate with you at any time, except for when I'm sleeping. I'm not great at communicating then, or eating pizza because I'm probably having my 20 of my 80-20 rule. Had a great pizza last night. It just made me think of it. Kriegi, was there anything you wanted to follow up with?
Just how to save the program.
Okay, so a note from tech. When you get your programs tomorrow, please do click them all right then and save them. You don't have to print them. If you want to print them, great. But just save them and make sure that you have them on hand at any time. So you don't get to the gym and you're trying to open your Gmail in China or wherever you're at. And for some reason, the link isn't working and it's giving you the spinning wheel of death. And you're like, oh my God, I can't, somebody send me my program because I can't open it. I can't, right? It happens like every season. We've done this 15 times. We've done 150 weeks of these programs. So we know how important it is for you just to click the link. It's not to make it easier for us, although it does, is to make it easier for you. So you don't have any obstacle when you get to the gym or you get to your workout. No obstacles. Make it as easy. Make this process as easy as possible for you to smash your goals, to hit your results, to feel amazing about yourself. Cool? Sound like a good deal? Shake on it. Yeah, there we go. Got a couple of you. Nice. Nice. All right, team, just a few minutes left, but is there anything else that you'd like answered, or captains, if you feel like you've heard before in the seasons before that we didn't necessarily touch on? All good? Yeah, super good. All right, team. Those of you with cameras on, would you like to take a photo? I'd love to take a screenshot of us all, if that's okay. And if you don't have your camera on, you're still listening and you want a part of the photo, just turn your screen for a second. We'll take a photo because it's kind of fun. It's kind of nice. Yeah. All right. People are up. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, team. Ready?
It's amazing the contrast in hot and cold.
Couple more people. Come on, you guys. Turn on your cameras. You got this. You got this. You're part of the team. You're part of K2Fit now. All right, team. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Oh, Christina. Yeah, Christina, turn on your camera. I saw you. You come back here. There you are. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, team. This has been a pleasure for me. Again, I'm so happy to have you guys on the challenge. Please do reach out to me, the team, the captains, and the community. Honestly, we're all in this together. We're all trying to live our ultimate best. We're all trying to hit our goals, and everyone's super supportive in K2Fit. So send us your sweaty selfies, show us what you're eating, or just, let us know if we can help you in any way at any time. Sound good, team? Amazing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I appreciate you, and I'm very excited to coach you in these next 10 weeks. Have an awesome, awesome Saturday. Thank you, team.
Bye.
Bye.